And welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today we are taking a look at your guys' chart requests from the live chat and also from over here inside of the Discord. We're starting here with no run for Space, SPCE. That's what we'll start with here today. If you guys have chart requests and you can't make the live streams, just drop them over here in the live request thread. This is where we take them from. We take them from the chat and from over there inside the Discord. By the way, if you guys haven't tried out our new chart AI over here under the chart request thread, you guys can check that out. All you got to do to look up any chart at any time is just type in /layout, and I'll just type in Bitcoin here and hit enter. And what that does is it pulls up any chart that you look at, stock or cryptocurrency. You could tell it what time frame you want to see. So you could go /layout Bitcoin 1 day chart. It's automatically defaulted to the weekly chart because that's the chart that we trade the most here. You can see Bitcoin is given the signal here this week, looking very bullish here at 64,000. But you guys can now access that over there under the chart request thread, so you guys don't have to wait for me to log on and take your requests. If you want to see a chart, you simply just come over here and use that layout. There's also a video that we'll post over here that will show you how to do it. I have one in the free trading course over here as well. Pretty big day today for crypto. Ethereum is breaking out here, looking very, very good. We got the MACD crossover here. We got this green dot a couple weeks ago right there at 1600. What I really like about Ethereum's chart right now is that it's breaking out over the orange line. So the orange line is the 9 EMA. We consider that here the momentum indicator. So it did try to break out over it here back in April, and it failed, right? We got the red dot back there in May. It was a bull trap. Okay, but now we're breaking out over it again. You can see when we broke out over it back here in April, okay, April, May, back here in 2025, we ripped for the next 5 months. So you got the green dot confirmation, plus you got a breakout of that 9 EMA, so things are looking really good. You got Chainlink also breaking out over it as well. SUI not quite breaking out yet, but it does have the green dot. And again, I just showed you that Bitcoin green dot showing up here on the weekly. So we did get one back here in March. That came at 64,000. We're literally sitting at the same price. So when you get two signals here on the weekly chart, one here in February, one here in July, okay, that's a good sign. When the signal is coming at the same price, that is giving us reassurance that, yes, this is the bottom. And we have been in a consolidation phase for a minute now, right? Things are just moving sideways. We're just ranging here. We're not going up. We're not going down. We're just going sideways since February here. We called the bottom right here in February. Okay, that was right there at 59,000. Did it go down to 58? Yes, but again, we're not trying to be exact. We're just trying to get close here. Again, sometimes markets go sideways before they go up. I'm feeling really good about crypto here at these prices. If you guys got chart requests, go ahead and drop them in the chat. It's so good to be back with you guys, rocking with you. I'm going to be taking them from the live chat here and from the Discord. I'll give you guys some time to get those in over there in the chat. Let me go over here to our live request thread. Again, if you guys have chart requests, you guys can put them in here in the live request thread. No Run is requesting Space. Then we got Netflix and Lulu. So SPCE is pretty much a rug pull, right? This thing is just down, 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 all the way down. It looks like it has support right there at $2. So I guess as long as this holds $2, it's fine, but they're not making any money. They make like $300,000 a quarter, which is not very much for a publicly traded company. So if you're trading this, I just use a stop loss at that low right there at 220. Personally, I wouldn't touch this stock. I think Space, all the Space stuff is just a fluke. We got Netflix, though. Netflix is giving the buy signal here. The one thing I will say about Netflix, though, before you jump the gun on this green dot, is they have earnings on Thursday. So whenever you see a name popping up with a green dot, you need to pay attention to their earnings, because earnings can always affect the signals, right? First off, a signal is not confirmed until the candle closes. Okay, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while because I see a lot of people asking questions about it. So if you come over here to the weekly alerts, you guys can see there's different kinds of signals. So like these ones came here on Sunday. So you can see how it says CRV is confirmed on the weekly. That means the candle closed, right? If it just says it's showing up, that means it's just appearing this week. So in order for this signal to be confirmed here on Netflix, okay, in order for that to be confirmed, it needs to close the week, meaning after Friday, we need to be sitting at this price or higher for that to close. If Netflix loses its earnings or it misses their earnings or gives bad guidance, it could sell off more. So if I'm ever playing a stock before earnings, if I have a max position, just say I want to invest $5,000 into Netflix, okay, I would do 2,500 before earnings and 2,500 after earnings. But we do have a buy signal here, and we're way down right now. I mean, from the top, this thing was at 135. It's down almost 100%, and it's sitting at our 4-year average. So I like Netflix here. I'd just be watching on Thursday to see how it reacts to earnings. I got clapped. I don't know about you guys, but I did get clapped on this ACN earnings call. They beat their earnings, like they beat it, but they sold off by 25%. Because they're buying a company or something. They're acquiring another company, so they sold stock to raise the cash to buy the company, right? No signal's going to be able to predict that. But hey, if we're long on the company, all we do is we just average down when it goes lower, right? Because we're thinking long term. We're thinking this chart is going to keep going up forever. So I'm watching Netflix like a hawk. I will buy this thing if it sells off on its earnings. Okay, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it hard right now. But I want to watch and see what happens on Thursday. They got earnings coming up here. Let's go back here. Chat requests. Get those requests in on the live chat if you guys are watching. I see another one here for Lulu in the Discord. Lulu, all these retail stocks have just gotten absolutely annihilated. I'd be waiting for the green monthly here on this. I mean, this thing is down from $500 all the way down to $117. I guess people just can't afford $100 t-shirts anymore or something. But 80% drop over the last 2 years. If you believe in the company's recovery, I do like it at these prices. What I'd be doing is waiting on the monthly on this one. Okay, we trade the monthly and the weekly chart here, guys. We're long-term swing traders here. Okay, focused on a long-term time frame. Our typical swing trade is anywhere from 1 to 6 months. Sometimes you might have to wait 8 months. Sometimes you might have to wait even a year. But okay, we're dollar cost averaging. We're accumulating these assets over time. So right, when this thing comes down here and gives you a green dot, Lulu's not the best example just because it's stuck in a very nasty downtrend. Okay, this one and what was the other one? Nike is another retailer. I mean, these retailers just been getting killed. I don't know if it's the tariffs that Trump put on China or what, but all these retail companies are just getting absolutely smoked. I mean, Lulu's sitting down here at a 2018 low, the lowest price in 8 years. So historically, right, it's a pretty good time to buy at an 8-year low if you believe in the company. Their earnings still look pretty good. They're still making pretty good money. It's just they're a very expensive product, and their margins are probably being destroyed because of the tariffs and things like that are going on. What's going on, Jeff? What's going on, John? What's going on, Trent? What's going on, Adi? What's going on, Trent? What's going on, Alan? What's going on, Billy? Let's take a look at your guys' requests here in the chat. If you guys got them, drop them there. I see the first one here from John for CVX. CVX and Pepsi. I saw that CVX gave the signal here on the weekly, so the war is starting up again. Who knows? It'll probably be over tomorrow, but that's why we don't trade the headlines, right? It does have a green dot here going into its earnings, so I like this one a lot. If you were going to buy this one here, which it is giving our buy signal, again, we want to buy when the wave is down here, giving green dots. Buying here, right? Buying here. Okay, now it's giving another one right here. Okay, I'd use a stop loss at 170 if I was going to take that trade there. They have earnings coming up at the end of the month, it looks like. Pepsi, I like CVX, so I'd be a buyer here. Pepsi's getting smoked too. Another consumer stock that's just getting absolutely annihilated. This was a pretty good trade here back in May. Buying right there at 130, it popped all the way up to 170, and now it's selling off. It does have a red dot here on the weekly, so you want to set a stop loss probably at 130. This thing's getting smoked. I mean, I don't like it right here. I don't like it. I like the wave down here, but it doesn't. It's not showing any signs of a bottom. Just like I was showing you at the beginning, how you want to see your asset break out, like Ethereum's breaking out over the orange line right now. That's what I'd be looking for on Pepsi right now, and you can see it's just trending down. So as long as we're below that orange line, again, that's the 9-week moving average. Consider it the 2-month moving average. As long as we're down below that, we're stuck in a downtrend. But as soon as we break up above it, that's when you see the move higher. That's when the momentum kicks in. So I would wait on Pepsi to see if this red dot either fades away or you get a green dot here. Jeff said, ETH is looking good. Amen, brother. ETH is looking phenomenal. We got PLTR. That one has the green dot as well. We've been ranging here since February. Again, this is very boring price action when we just go sideways. Everybody just wants to go up, up, and away, but not a lot of people can sit through sideways action. This looks okay. I'd be a buyer of PLTR here. I just think it's very overvalued in regards to their earnings. You just want to make sure if you buy it, it holds on to 104. 104 would be your stop loss, or just look for a place to buy it lower. It does have a green dot though, so we would be bullish on that one. We got DRAM from DRAM. That is ETF. No data on my indicator, so I can't tell you anything on that one. ADA. So when there's no data, that just means the asset hasn't been around long enough, right? It just came out back here in April, so there's just not enough data to feed the indicator. We got ADA, Cardano. Cardano's getting absolutely smoked here. I mean, you're talking about we're sitting down here at a 2020 low, lowest price in 6 years. Brutal downtrend here. Same thing as ETH here. I'd just be looking for that breakout over that orange line there. It would have to break out over 20 cents for me to want to get bullish on this. It's just stuck in a very hard downtrend. It does have a green dot though, so if you're playing the green dot, you could simply just use a stop loss at that low right there at 13 cents. If 13 cents breaks, right, a red dot will pop up and that will disqualify the green dot. So as long as it's green, you could be bullish, but you need to use a stop loss at like 13.5 on Cardano. This thing's just ugly. I'm not a big fan of their CEO. He's kind of a loose cannon. He says some really weird stuff online that I don't know. I'd rather not invest into a company with a loose cannon. I'd rather buy Ethereum than Cardano all day right now. ETN. So this one's got a red dot up here, so we'd be taking profits on ETN here. Again, our opportunity to buy this was right here. We want to buy when the wave's down here, given a green dot. That was in January, 320, all the way up here to 430. Not much of a trade, but, I mean, 30% is pretty good. What else we got? Meta. Time to enter? I don't think so. It does have a green dot, but that came right here at 550, so it's already up $100. And another name that's just kind of ranging right now. Not my favorite stock, but if you're going to buy it here, I'd use a stop loss at 560. If it breaks 560, we're definitely going lower. Huge company, great company, right? Is it at a great price? I mean, if you look at the 40-year average, we're sitting like 20% off of it, so not bad, but it looks okay. It looks okay. Not my favorite buy, but I'd like to buy it closer to these EMAs, probably at around 600 on Meta. Rivian, RIVN. That one had a pretty nice pullback today. Again, your time to buy was down here, though, right in May, right down there at 14. Had a nice move up to 20. It's bouncing right on the 9 EMA, so we're bullish on it, but put a stop loss on Rivian at $16. If it breaks 16, I'd sell it. They have earnings coming up here at the end of the year as well. I see Pyth here from the chat, from Arturo. I was looking at this today. It actually looks pretty good. Okay, again, breaking out over the 9, that's a good sign. That means the momentum is in our favor. I'd use a stop loss right here at 0.037. Okay, that's just that. You see the side number right there? Boom. Just put a stop loss right there. If that breaks, sell it. But as of right now, we'd be fully bullish on this. Looking to buy red days. Fig. Fig and CRM, you're asking for sell targets. So Fig looks good. I got stopped out on this one earlier, I think a couple weeks ago, but you got the signal right there at 20. It's popping up. My price target doesn't have the Fibonacci, so I'd be targeting probably around 34 to 40. Okay, this one actually looks good. That's breaking out pretty nicely. It just had to stop me out before it decided to go higher. CRM. CRM looks good too. Another one I got stopped out on. I got stopped out right here at like 165. It went all the way down to 150 and then bounced. It's a huge company, great company. They're very beat up. It has the green dot here, so this will be one I might be looking to get back into. 155 would be my stop loss, and then our target is always up here in the red zone of the Fibonacci. Again, if you guys are familiar with our trading strategy, one of the selling strategies we have is to sell a red dot in the red zone. The red zone is the top of the Fibonacci. I go over that in my free trading course in the Discord. Okay, you can see it popped one right back there in January and sold all the way off from 400 all the way down here to 220. Actually, all the way down here to 155. I mean, that was a huge sell-off. Okay, so now we're targeting back in the red zone. That's going to be our target right there. Boom, at around 265. It's sitting at 168. I actually like CRM here. Okay, you got an easy stop loss. You can put it at 145 or right here at 150. Okay, you really don't have to worry about the stop loss until the red dot comes. So I do like CRM here at these levels. It looks good. What else we got? What did you see with Ray to sell? I just wanted to raise some cash. I picked my least favorite asset that I owned. and it was Ray. That's why I sold it. It didn't have a red dot or anything. I just wanted to raise some cash. ONDS. I just don't know about I honestly think that the Robinhood chain is going to just suck all the liquidity out of Solana. I mean, the only thing Solana really has going for it is the fact that it has meme coins. But now they have a direct competitor with Robinhood's chain, and Robinhood is all the hype right now. So, right, you want to go where the money's flowing. You don't want to go where the money's not flowing, and Radium is a Solana ecosystem play, so I'm just not very bullish on the Solana ecosystem. I think everything that they've built over the years, I mean, I know they're into some other things, but the majority of their income and the majority of their attention comes from meme coins. And when your whole platform is built on meme coins, it's going to die off because it's just gambling. Once all the gamblers lose all their money, they're not going to come back to the casino anymore. That's just kind of how it is. So that's the reason I've just never really liked Solana. Like I've never really invested heavily into it. It's just because it's a casino. That's what they're building their whole platform on, is a casino. And again, once all the gamblers lose all their money, there's not going to be any more gamblers to come to the casino. And then what happens to their ecosystem? It goes bye-bye. So that's just my take. Again, that's just Overkill's analysis on it. But I'd rather buy Robinhood stock than buy Solana. I mean, they're crushing it right now. All the hype is on the Robinhood chain. ONDS, this one's looking better. You just need the signal on ONDS. Wait for the green dot. What's up, Bullish? Or Bull. I'm not going to say your name. You almost got me there. What's that? Everyone don't forget to hit the like button. Yes. If we can get to 100 likes, guys, I'll give away 100 XRP. 100 likes. Oh, I'm sorry. I changed it up. If we can get to 200 likes, I'll give away 200 XRP. 200 likes on the video, 200 XRP giveaway. I'll do it right here before we sign off the stream. Uber is still green. It's just ranging. So again, when a stock is ranging, it's not a bad thing, right? If you come back over here to the Discord and go to the cheat sheet, right? Markets do three things, guys. They go up, they go down, or they go sideways. This phase right here is probably the most boring phase of them all. It's not the worst one. I would say the worst one to be stuck in is when you're going down like this. Okay, this is just annoying because it's just like green one day, red one day, green one day, red one day, green one day, red one day. And then eventually, right, it breaks out, it takes off, right, and then it rips. So if you see your stock doing this, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. This is actually where the smart money wants to buy when things are quiet. Okay, when not a lot of stuff is going on, right? It's quiet. There's not a lot of hype. People aren't saying Uber's going to 10,000 by the end of the year, right? It's just very silent. No one's talking about it because it's a very boring stock to trade. I like Uber here. I was actually looking for a re-entry on this one. I think I got in down here at like 70, and then I got stopped out like at 70 or 69 or something. I don't know. I just got stopped out. It's probably on that stupid candle right there, and then it popped back up. But I like it. I mean, it's sitting right at the 4-year average. Again, that blue line is going to act as our mean, right? The mean is our average, right? How do we know we're getting a fair price for something? We buy it at the average. The average we like to reference here is the 4-year average. 4 years is a ton of data to go off of. That's why these trades are so accurate, because we're trading the higher time frames that have all the data. Okay, we're not trading the 1 minute time frame trying to guess where we're going to go in the next 30 seconds. Okay, we're trading we're trading on like a 4 or 5 year chart, right? 4 or 5 year range, right? And we want to buy as close to the mean as possible or below it. So Uber's sitting right near it, right? Pretty dang close to it. So I'd be a buyer of Uber here. I like it. BABA, B-A-B-A. You got the signal there last week. Okay, that thing popped up. I bought this one at like 110, so I'm in the green a little bit on it. A lot of people were giving me crap because I bought it at 110. It went down to 95, but now guess what? It's right back to where it is. So again, a lot of the time, guys, what separates you from being right or wrong on a stock or a crypto is time. The longer you're willing to wait on your investment, the more likely you are to be correct, the more likely you are to be right. But if you buy something at $100, right, and it goes down to 90, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And you sell, well, you lost, right? And really all you needed to do was just give it a little more time, right, to go back up. As long as you're buying good assets, you shouldn't worry when it goes down. Okay, if you're buying meme coins and poop coins and fart coins, yeah, you should probably be worried. Okay, but the only two times I have anxiety about my positions, guys, the only two times I have anxiety about my positions is one, I don't know what I'm buying. I don't understand what they do. I don't know how they make money. I know that Alibaba is the biggest Chinese company that is tradable on the market, right? They make almost $40 billion a quarter. Okay, 40 billion with a B. Every 3 months, they're pulling in $40 billion. They're a massive company. Okay, so I know over time, right? They're gonna go up. They're not gonna go down. They're gonna go up, and they're getting into AI and all this stuff. So I don't care when my stock drops from 110 down to 95 bucks. I don't care. If anything, I'm excited because I want to buy more of it, right? If I'm buying here and buying here, okay, all I'm doing is dollar cost averaging. And then when the wave comes back up here and we go on this parabolic run and we go, right, get that impulsive move to the upside, that's where we cash out. We're not even thinking about selling down here, right? We want to sell up here. We don't sell till the wave comes back up here. Down here, we don't care. It doesn't matter if it goes down. We're just looking to buy. That's all we're doing. When the wave is down here and we think of ourselves as farmers, right? Most of the Spartans, they were farmers. They were warriors and they were farmers, okay? They're planting seeds. We're planting seeds, okay? Planting season. There's a season to plant the seeds. There's a season to harvest your crops. You don't dig your seed up every single day to make sure that it's growing when you plant a seed in the ground. You don't do that. Okay, you shouldn't do that with your investments either. Okay, and again, these are 6-month swing trades, guys. This isn't a day trading, get rich quick scheme. This is a swing trading strategy. So I'm fully bullish on Baba. I like Baba a lot. FISV, that's Pfizer. This thing just keeps melting down. So again, stuck in a very brutal downtrend. It's got the green dot on the monthly. I don't know anything about this company. I think they're a bank or something, or they have something to do with banks, but they're getting smoked. So they're sitting at a 10-year low right now. So if I believed in this company, I would be buying it here at 50 bucks. Oh, doing good, Alan. Thanks, brother. Does Pepsi pay dividends? I think so. Bobby says, trade the data or chase the headlines. What to do? Trav, welcome, brother. Welcome to the stream. Again, guys, 200 likes on the video. I'll give away 200 XRP here before we sign off. CRWV, looking for an entry. That's CoreWeave. CoreWeave is selling off a little bit here. I'd be looking for a daily for an entry. I look for a daily dot. There's no data. Well, actually, there is weekly data. So you can wait on the weekly. It looks like it's bottoming right. It bottomed right here back in 2025 at around 60 to 70. So we're getting pretty close to the range. I wouldn't pull the trigger yet. I'd wait for the green dot there on the weekly for CRWV. I think that's it for the chat. Let's go back here to the live request thread. How's everyone doing, man? I missed you guys on my trip, dude. I love this stuff. I love the Spartan Army. OKLO just needs the signal. Again, everyone was talking about this up here at 200. Okay, this is a company, guys, that doesn't even report revenue. Okay, their revenue is zero. So personally, I don't like to buy companies that don't make any money, right? They're all speculation. These nuclear energy companies, all speculation. Again, when the wave is up here, this is when everyone's excited. This is when everyone was talking about OKLO back up here at 200. I don't see anyone talking about it. This is the first time I've seen it here. Requested OKLO from Flying Fish. I like the fact that it's back down into our blue line, which again is our 4-year moving average. Again, if you're looking at that cheat sheet, that's where we want to look for entries. What I'd be looking for is that green dot. Oracle, good request here. Dropped the TikTok on this today. Guys, by the way, TikTok is shadow banning me right now. Okay, I have 90,000 followers. 90,000 followers on TikTok. Look at my views right now. Look at this. This is the last couple of days. I mean, I can't even get 100 views on my videos right now. They're shadow banning me. It's like they don't want people to buy down here at the lows. Like right when all the green dots started popping up, that's when they start. That's when the I mean, I was getting 40, 50, 60,000 views on my videos. Now I'm getting what, 45 to 100? Can somebody ask TikTok what the heck is going on? Okay, I can't think of any other explanation besides the fact that They're just trying to suppress the information because, again, I've been saying, hey, guys, time to buy Ethereum, right? Time to buy Bitcoin. It's time. It's time. And all of a sudden, yeah, let's let his videos not get any views. Screw TikTok, man. 90,000 followers and I can't even get 100 videos or 100 views on my videos. That's insane. That's insane. And they call it free speech. Yeah, kiss my ass. James says, pump, yes, Hood will take them down. Yeah, I think Robinhood is going to be the Solana killer. I'm saying it right now. I don't see any utility in Solana outside of the fact that they're just a meme coin casino. They're not like Ethereum that's actually being, right, there's actually legitimate projects being built. It's just all based around meme coins. I'd much rather have Ethereum than Solana. And now that Solana's getting competition with the Robinhood chain with all their meme coins, they're a dead chain to me. They're dead. TAO, you just need the signal on this one. So this is one of the only cryptos I've seen so far that doesn't have the weekly signal yet. So I just wait for that. There, Trav. Bobby says no Lambos during the stealth phase. Yep, pretty much, brother. P. That was a good time to buy P right there in April at 60. It does have a green dot here, so I'd use a stop loss on this one at 72. 72 on the stop loss. If it breaks 72, I'd sell it. CRO and Aerodrome, good request there. I like CRO here. CRO is down here at literally the 2023 low, lowest price in 3 years. I love how this one trades. Right, it comes down, it gives the dot, it pops up. Comes down, gives the dot, pops up. Comes down, gives the dot, pops up. We've gotten a couple dots here since March, but this thing just keeps going down. I mean, right there was the low from 2023. That was at about 5 cents. We're getting really, really close here. Yeah, CRO looks good. I like CRO a lot down here at these levels. The monthly has yet to come. This is the deepest the monthly wave has ever been on it. Look at this. This is, guys... If you guys are still here trading crypto, if you guys are still buying crypto and investing in crypto and holding crypto, you guys have lasted through the worst crypto bear market in history. I mean, never has CRO gone down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months in a row. Okay, there was always at least a couple green candles in between, right? A couple green candles. No, 10 months of red in a row. That was the same thing for Ethereum. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A couple blue or a couple green ones right there. 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, 10 months of going down. You don't see that anywhere except back here. That was 2018. And then what happened? We frickin' exploded. Just went bananas. So, I mean, again, you're either buying when everyone's excited or you're buying when no one's excited. And right now, there aren't a lot of people excited about crypto. Today, yeah, there's a little bit of excitement because we're up a little bit. But realistically, I think this move is just happening. I think the move is just starting. Okay, I don't think we've even seen anything yet. So I think the fireworks are yet to come. But I'd be buying CRO down here. Aerodrome Finance. This one still has a green dot. So we're still bullish on this. I like the fact that it reclaimed 50 here. I like this one as long as it holds on to 45, but if it loses 45 cents, that could sell off again. So 45 cents would be a good stop loss if you're looking to put a stop loss on it. I like the price action today. I would like to see this continuation throughout the rest of the week, but I like the fact that we're also bouncing right there on the orange line, which is the 9 EMA. Hood and NVO, HOOD. Still ripping, dude. Again, Robinhood, they're going to be a big player in crypto, guys. I think they're going to be even bigger than Coinbase. So they're making all the right moves. I like their CEO. He's a smart guy. He's doing all the right things, saying all the right things. So that's a good sign. But we bought this back here at $70. So I took a little bit of profits on my Robinhood right here around 115, but I'm still holding a position on it. I was kind of hoping it would maybe sell off back down to 90, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I'd just be watching for a red dot here on Hood. I mean, look at the monthly. The monthly looks insane. Okay, this one looks like it could be one of those like NVIDIA-like companies here. They really don't make a lot of money. I mean, they're not making very much. They're making like $1 billion a quarter, but just the amount of attention and everything they got going right now, getting involved in the crypto space. I mean, they were kind of dabbling in the crypto space, but now they're like getting heavily invested in it. So I still like it. I don't know that I'd want to buy it up here. I would buy it if it has a dramatic pullback, like down to 90 or something. Okay, everything's just a little too overdone for me. You want to see it maybe come back down in here to the EMAs, but yeah, it's bullish. Just wait for the red dot there on the weekly for Robinhood. And you got NVO. This one's just kind of putting in a bull flag right now. Looking for that one to break out as well here. I like that one over 44 still. Again, the dot is still green, so we're still bullish. We got XDC. I think we took a look at this yesterday. It's sitting down here at the 2024 low, so the lowest price in 2 years. Last time we hit this price, it went all the way up to 16 cents. So we call that support. You want to see that green dot there for confirmation on the XDC. We got CETUS. CETUS having a nice move today. I think that was up about 6%. This is a SUI ecosystem protocol. Again, we got the signal down here at about a penny and a half. We're about to get another signal here very shortly. Still really like this project. This is one of my largest holdings right now. I'm just staking it at the moment and just waiting for that big impulsive move, waiting for that wave to come back up here and give us a red dot. What else we got? Jeff's up 5% on Bob. Nice, brother. GDDY. GDDY. Yeah, GoDaddy looks good. GoDaddy looks good here. We'd be a buyer of GoDaddy with a target of 160 to 180. Okay, we've been talking about GoDaddy for a while. Again, kind of a boring company. No one really pays attention to it, but again, the cash flow is really good. They're breaking out over the 9 here. They got the green dot back here at 83. They had another green dot right here at 85. So that was the bottoming signal right there. Again, when you get two signals at the same price, that's normally a very good sign. I'm bullish on GoDaddy with a target of 160 to 180. What is this? SKHYV? I don't see that one, my friend. Sorry. ACN. ACN, I want to see this one get over the orange line. I want to see that break out over the 9. I know it has a green dot here. We have the opportunity. If you guys bought back here with me at 160, we have the opportunity to average down because it went down 20%. Right? That's our rule. When something goes down 20% and gives us another signal, that's typically where we like to average down. But this one looks like it's trying to bottom right there at 118. Target on that's going to be 260 to 300. I'm still holding my position in that one as well. Looking to average down. SOXS. This one is still, they have a stock split happening tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. I'm still bullish on SOXS. I think chip stocks are going to fall to the floor here by the end of the year. So only buy SOXS if you guys think chip stocks are going to go down. The reason I think chip stocks are going to go down is because they have had this massive parabolic run. Okay, I think they need to come down further. I think they need to correct, come back down to reality, right? Every single name is just extremely overbought. Okay, you tell anybody on Twitter that you're bearish on chip stocks, they're going to send you death threats. Okay, that's normally when you want to go short. I think the next move is down. Okay, and that's why I'm buying SOXS. Only buy SOXS if you think semiconductor stocks are going to come down. Okay, and the only reason I'm shorting is just because they're in bubble territory. We got Microsoft, Google, and BABA. We already covered BABA, but here's Microsoft. Oh, the Microsoft dot faded. That showed up and faded away. So like we were talking about earlier, right, if a dot shows up and doesn't close the week green, that is not a confirmed dot, right? A dot can show up and fade away throughout the week. So like this dot right here on April 6th, that came right there at 370. It showed up, okay, and then it closed the candle, meaning a new candle formed. So that dot cannot be taken away once it closes. I still do like Microsoft here, though. Again, if you zoom out of the chart and go back 15 years, all the way back to 2010, 16 years, every time this thing comes down into the 4-year moving average and hits it for the last 15 years, okay, it has a bounce. It bounces. It bounces. Is it going to bounce here? Nothing is 100%, but if I was trading Microsoft, I'd be using a stop loss right there at 350. Okay, but it looks like it put in a double bottom right there. We want that green dot to show up here by the end of the week. And yeah, Microsoft's probably one of my favorite big, like if you think about the big, what do they call it? The Mag 7, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, all those names. I think Microsoft's probably my favorite one at the moment, just according to the technicals. Google was your other request. I'm a seller of Google here. Again, I only want to buy when we're closer to the 4-year average, when this wave is down here, just like it was back in 2025. Great time to buy Google right there at 140. Boom, big move up there to 400. We want that thing to come back down. If I was in Google right now, I'd be using a stop loss at $333. That's the low right there from June 22nd. When you give good advice, you get stomped. I guess so. It is what it is, man. There's a buyer and a seller in the market. So there's always a bull and there's always a bear. Yeah, Jeff says that's why I do. Yeah, I, it sucks because TikTok's my biggest platform, but I mean, if they're gonna censor me, yeah, screw them, dude. I'll just go over to X or something. How much do you sell off to take profit? Anywhere from 25 to 100%. So if you guys are a member over here under the trade alerts section, you guys get all these trade alerts. So I call out all the signals over here in real time. So whenever I hear somebody saying, "Oh, you didn't call out this," well, it's because I can't make a video on every single signal that pops up. But you guys get every single one here if you're over here in the Discord. But I have a dots and signals tab here that tells you how to trade each one. So it just says sell or reduce your position by 25 to 100%. You got to be the person to make that call. Every trade is different. So, like for example, on Robinhood, right? I think I sold like half my position right here at like 120. Again, the wave's way up here. I know we don't have a red dot yet or anything. I probably sold too early. I'm really bummed about it. But yeah, I sold half the position. So I was up 100%. Okay, so what did I do when I was up 100%? I sold half the position. So I took my initial investment out, right? I took what I put in out. So now it's just all profits, right? I lose zero on Hood. There's no way for me to lose money on Robinhood this year because I took my initial investment out after I made 100% on the trade. So whenever I'm up 100%, I'll normally sell 50%. I'll normally take half of my position off just because, again, that gives me my initial investment back. I have cash. And now I can look to deploy that cash in other places and other names that are more beat up and setting up. Hope that makes sense. We covered Arrow and CRO already. ISRG, both Arrow and CRO are buys. So this one's selling off pretty hard here, but it does have a red weekly, but they have earnings on Thursday. So I'm going to wait to see how their earnings go. These guys are one of the biggest healthcare companies in the world right now involving robotics. They have like robots that like do surgeries and stuff like that. But I'm waiting until their earnings. I should be right. I'm down on this. I think I entered at like $400. So I think I entered off that signal right there at 400. But it is selling off. But again, don't let them fake you out before earnings, right? They could sell this off really hard and then they kill their earnings and it goes right back up. So they have earnings on Thursday. I'm going to hold my position and see how that plays out there on Thursday. We got BMNR, so this is just a Ethereum treasury company. Again, if you think Ethereum is going up right now, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because again, it has a green dot. It's breaking out over the 9, right? Everything looks good for Ethereum. Therefore, we would be buyers of BMNR here. That got the green dot there last week. Netflix, we covered. AMD, I'm going to tell you right now, we're sellers of AMD. Again, you look at the separation here off the 4-year average. That tells us that, hey, we're in bubble territory. Whenever a name is sitting 70% off of its 4-year average, we want to sell. And again, we have a sell signal right there, right around 550. So we're sellers of AMD at these levels. I'd be short that. I am short that. PCRT, this one keeps falling. So this one's stuck in a very nasty downtrend. Oof, man. Getting smoked. So I would wait here for a green dot. You did get the green dot right here at around 23. Support's down there at 17. That's a tough one. Just getting hammered. Some of these stocks are just getting freaking hammered. I mean, for 2 years, this thing's just gone down. So it looks like it's getting to the bottom here of 2022. So I'd probably be a buyer at these levels if I believed in the company. I just don't know what that one does. GENSYN. GEN. Okay, waves up here. Again, time to buy was down here at 18. You already missed your opportunity. If I was in this position, I'd be using a stop loss right there at 24. SYN was your other one. I think you're talking about the crypto. That had a really nice move up. Okay, that was like a 2,000% move if you bought that signal down there at 4 cents. Went all the way to 80. Now it's pulling back. I would just use a stop loss on this one right here at 20 cents. Put the stop loss at 20 cents. What else we got? DGB has the same size monthly. Hopefully it gets the signal soon. DGB, I've heard of that one before. DGB USDT. Maybe Binance. Yeah. Yeah, this one's gotten smoked. So it does have a weekly signal here if you want to play it. I just don't like charts that look like this. Down and to the right, right? We want charts like Ethereum that are up and to the right, right? Trending like this. We don't want things that are going down and to the right, right? That's just us. I don't know anything about this one. But if you like it, I'd put a stop loss right there at 0.002. What else we got? SMR. SMR. Again, nuclear energy company. Where was everyone bullish on this one at? They were bullish on this one up here at $50. Now it's down here at 8, and no one seems to care. So again, another nuclear energy company not making any money. Again, I can't get on board with the nuclear stuff. I don't like companies that don't make money. I mean, I want to buy companies that are making more and more and more and more money every single week, because we're buying businesses. We're not buying lottery tickets, right? We're buying businesses. We're buying great assets at great prices. That's the whole goal here at Overkill Trading. Again, guys, 200 likes on the video today. 200 likes on the video. I'll give away 200 XRP. We're green today, so like the video if you guys want free XRP. Bobby bought Microsoft yesterday so that the price could come down and allow Spartans to enter at a better price. You're welcome. Thanks, dude. I still haven't bought. I didn't buy any Microsoft, but I do like it here. XCN, again, still just ranging. Hopefully you're staking this one. I did migrate my XCN over to the Goliath chain, so it's no longer on the Ethereum chain, but the Goliath chain, and they're paying 30%. So I'm just staking mine. I'm accumulating as much of this asset as possible down here at these levels. It's pulled back from 5 cents to less than half a penny. So I started buying this one right here around 0.004. Do I care that it's down 10, 20%? Absolutely not. Okay, I'm earning staking rewards as we just sit and go sideways. Meta, we already covered. WIFI or WFI. That one's green. Again, another chart that's just down and to the right. But if you believe in it, I would just set a stop loss right there at 1,600. Here's someone back here with the something request. I don't understand what people are saying with the something thing. Can someone explain to me what something is? Because I swear to God, you guys request this like every other day, and I don't know what that is. XRP. XRP is green. Okay, got a green dot. I bought on this one back here in March at 130. It's now down here to 110. Are we panicking now that it's down 20 cents? Absolutely not. We're looking to buy more. Okay, I like this one a lot over $1. Okay, we're sitting below the 4-year average right now, which is a really good sign. Okay, I'm bullish on XRP here at 110. TTAN. Service Titan, time to buy down here was at 59. Okay, popped up there. We don't really like to buy when this wave is already up here. Okay, we want to buy when the wave is down here. Again, you get like one opportunity a year to buy your assets, guys. 1 to 2 times a year if you're using our strategy to buy. Okay, and when we're up here, right, all the risk to reward is gone. Right down here, you were buying at 58. Now it's at 80. So now if it just goes back down to 58, you're going to lose 28% buying here. So I'd be looking to sell this one on the next red dot. We got SAIL. This one's coming down nicely. Again, nice pullback here. I would just be waiting for a green dot there on that. We got CENX, aluminum company. That one needs the signal. It's trying to bounce here at the 1-year moving average. If you're going to play this one, I'd use a stop loss right there at 42. GEV. Red dot. So whenever you get the red dot, you want to set a stop loss. Stop loss would be $1,000. CRDO. Red dot, I'd be a seller. Again, look at the separation off the 4-year average. See the separation? Okay, once again, that tells you that we are sitting up here. When the price, that red line, okay, when that's way off the mean, the dotted line down there, that means the move's already happened, right? We don't want to buy things at a premium, right? If price is trading way off the 4-year, okay, you're buying it at a 70% premium. Again, that's like going to Costco and they got a sign outside the door that says everything's 70% more expensive. Okay, and people are just rushing into the door to buy it, right? We don't want to buy up here. We want to buy down here. Your opportunity to buy was right there at 93. Okay, that was a beautiful trade. That was a 200% move. Okay, but now it's time to take profits. Now it's time to take some profits. Which wallet do I use for XCN? I'm using MetaMask. MetaMask. 'Cause, 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 ' I was using Phantom, but then I just imported my wallet to MetaMask, and MetaMask just seems to operate better with them. MetaMask seems to connect with pretty much everything. That's like the OG hot wallet. FLS needs the signal. CDNS. Okay, red dot. Another one we'd be taking profits on up here. Again, time to buy was right here. Our strategy, guys, is to buy when the blue wave is down here, giving a green dot, and sell when it's up here, giving a red dot. So when you get a red dot up here and you think it's going to keep going and it doesn't, and it ends up selling off, and then then you're mad. Well, it's because you didn't either A, set a stop loss, or B, take profits. So if I was to play this right now, first off, I'd be selling it. But if I didn't want to sell it because I thought it would keep going, I'd put a stop loss at that wick low right there at 360. That way, if it broke 360, I wouldn't ride it all the way back down to 275. Okay, but you could see a pretty clear pattern here how this one pulls back into the 4-year, bounces, pulls back into the... So you want to buy it as close to the 4-year as possible. Okay, you don't want to buy it 25%, 50% off of it, right? We want to buy into it. We want to buy great assets at great prices. And the only way to know if you're getting a good price or a great price or a fair price is to look at the 4-year average. Okay, if we're way up off the 4-year, okay, that's not a good sign. That's not a good place to enter. Again, you could buy the best asset in the world. You could buy Bitcoin. Okay, I'm not saying Bitcoin's the best asset in the world, but again, when it's up here, 50% off the 4-year, that's when everyone's hooping and hollering about it. Okay, look at MU. Okay, everyone wants to buy MU up here. No one wanted to buy it down here in April. Okay, same thing with gold and silver. You guys remember that big craze a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago? Everyone was wanting to buy gold and silver up here at 5,500. Now I don't see anybody tweeting about it. Nobody's talking about gold, right? It's an old story now, right? And again, if you didn't take profits up here, you're probably kicking your own ass, right? I was talking to my cousin about it over the break, and it's like he bought silver down here at $20. But guess what he didn't do up here? He didn't take profits because he just thought it was going to keep going and going and going and going. Now he's like, man, it's half of what it was at. Well, that's what happens when you get greedy. And again, we go off the indicator here, folks. We don't go off of what we think or what we feel. We buy great assets at great prices. That's our goal here at Overkill Trading. We use logic, we use data, we use discipline. Logic is our plan. Okay, we're buying down here, selling up here. The data is the information that we see on the chart, right? The EMAs, everything that we use. And discipline is just our ability to stick to the plan. Okay, if you guys do not have the trading indicators, you guys can download those right here under the trading indicator tab in the Discord. Just click on that link. Takes a couple of clicks, and everything loads right up into your account. You're going to get all the signals, all the EMAs. Your screen will look exactly like my screen, okay, when you use that link. Do not click on any links outside of this thread right here, okay? There is a lot of people trying to impersonate me right now, a lot of people trying to scam people. Okay, if you join the Discord, you'll probably get a million friend requests from people named Overkill. They're all a bunch of idiots. Okay, that's not me. I will never send you a friend request, and I will never DM you first asking for money or cryptocurrency. Okay, I don't have a brokerage account. The only thing that I have is the trading indicator and the membership. That's it. Anything outside of those two things, if someone's in your DMs talking to you, it's not me. I don't DM people. Okay, I don't. I'm too busy creating content. Okay, most real influencers, most people who make videos and stuff, they don't have time to DM people. Okay, I don't have time to respond to DMs. I respond to my email. Okay, my email's right here. Okay, but DMs, I just don't do my DMs. And I don't send people friend requests unless we really have connected and we know each other. Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to the Generals. Shout out to the Spartans, baby. We're back. Oh, Sale Point, the other one. Sale Point. Oh, my bad. That has a green dot, so if you were playing that, I'd use a stop loss right there at 13. Okay, you want to see that one, hold on to $13. I see one here for Gary for BATS. Looks like a British stock. It's red. So anytime I get a red dot, I'd be selling this one. I'm out of this one. No thanks. Okay, red dot, time to sell. Red dot, time to sell. Right up here at 4,000. I'd wait till that comes back down to like 3,400. James, what's up, brother? Did I cover BATS USD? No. I think you're talking about the British one there. Shout out to my Britain Spartans in the chat. What else we got? AKAM. This one's a little too high for me. A little too high. Time to buy was down here at 73. Okay, but if you're playing this one, I'd use a stop loss at 108. Snow, SNO. Snow, again, look where the wave is. Where was your time to buy? It was right down here, okay, between 120 and 160. Okay, now it's at 300. So another chip stock. Looks like it's coming into resistance here at 280. That's where we topped out last time. So if it could break out over that, it might have a run. But if you're holding it, I'd just wait for a red dot, or I'd maybe consider taking a little bit off here. I think we're probably, we're in the red zone here. Okay, we got a red dot in the red zone back here at 280. We're retesting that high. So I'd be trimming some. I'd be trimming some or taking profits here on Snow. Again, anytime my name is in the red zone, I'm selling something on the daily. Right, we got to sell something when we're in the daily, in the red zone, because again, you don't want to sit through this drop. Okay, I don't care if you think it keeps going. We don't care about what we think or what we feel about something. We are going off of the data. The data says when this gets up here to the red zone, okay, that's a good time to sell and take profits. Because again, then this is going to come. You can be like, man, I wish I would have sold up there. I wish. Okay, but I mean, the chart is obviously very strong. If it can break out over 300, that's going to be a blue sky breakout for Snow. Okay, I would just set a stop loss maybe at this month's low at 250. Set the stop loss at 250 if you want to let it ride, if you think it's going to keep popping. The monthly looks pretty good. The weekly, I mean, no red dot yet, but the wave's pretty high. So I wouldn't be putting on a position up here is what I'm trying to say. I would be holding and then using risk management. I see one here for Josh for Mega. Mega, I'm guessing you're talking about Mega ETH. Okay, this one came out at 18 cents. It's down here at 4 cents. I actually have a position on this in my portfolio here. If you guys missed the portfolio update from yesterday, that's on YouTube. But this is the lowest cap, one of the lowest cap coins available on Robinhood's app, and it just came out. Like, it's brand new. And it's only a $50 million market cap. I mean, it's tiny. So this is definitely one that could 10 to 100x in the next bull market. Because again, when it has a low market cap like that, a $50 million market cap, to get 100x, it just has to go to a $5 billion market cap, which is, in a bull market, that's not even really that much. I mean, you've seen names like I don't know. You've seen names hit 40, 50, $60 billion market caps, okay, with a B. Okay, this is at a $50 million market cap. So this is kind of a gamble on a newer project, but the fact that Robinhood listed them, just because they don't list every single coin, right? They don't list just any crypto. They only list very specific cryptocurrencies, and Mega was one of them. And it's only a $50 million market cap. So it's just a very low cap play that I decided to play. Again, not going crazy with a position, not putting my whole portfolio in it, but just putting 2.5%, because that is our rule, right? If you're worried about, I don't even think I finished my train of thought a little bit ago. The only two times I have anxiety about my positions is either one, we talked about this, we don't know what we're buying, right? I don't understand it, right? I'm buying fart coin. It has no utility. It's worth nothing. All it is a joke, and I'm putting my life savings in it. No, I'm going to obviously have anxiety about something that I'm investing in that I don't understand. It's like if you bought a real estate company or a real estate piece of property, right? And you didn't even go look at the property. You don't even know what the neighborhood looks like. You're probably down there in the hood. You know, who knows, right? You didn't go look at it. So obviously you might have some anxiety about making that purchase. Okay. And then the other thing I have when I get anxiety on positions, which I don't get anxiety on my positions anymore, guys, because I got these two things under control, right? I never invest more than 2.5% of my portfolio on one trade. Okay, meaning I don't put more than 2.5% in. I've seen some people talking about Lucid today. Lucid was down at one point today, all the way down here to $2. I mean, my position was way down. But this was such a small position because look at the company. I mean, look at the stock. I didn't want to risk a bunch of money on this, right? I put like less than 1% of my portfolio on this. And yeah, it went down 50% from where I bought it, okay? But if I'm only investing 1% of my total portfolio, meaning if I have $100,000 and I'm only putting 1% into it, I'm only investing $1,000. So if it goes down 50%, I'm losing $500, right? That's 0.5% of my total portfolio. which is nothing. But if I would have put 20% in, then I'd be freaking out, right? I'd have too big of a position. So again, the only time you're going to get anxiety on positions, in my opinion, is either A, you don't know what you're buying, you don't understand it, or B, your position's too big. You have too big of a position on. Right? I was excited when I saw Lucid drop. You know what I did today on Lucid? I bought the dip. And I made a bunch of money on it, dude. I seen you guys talking about it in the Discord. Okay, look at this. Okay, now I have like a 1.45%. Okay, but look at this. Look at these buys today I took. This is the 2x levered. Lucid 2x levered ETF. So I took 2 buys today. One there at 9 cents and one at 8 cents on this stock. And again, they decline that they're filing for bankruptcy, but I'm actually up on Lucid because I dollar cost average today, right? I didn't go heavy on the position. So I think I bought $2,500 worth of shares. So I was way down. I was down like 95%. But then I came and bought another 17,500 shares. I have 20,000 shares of this now. 20,000. Okay, and I'm up 41% even on a day like today because, again, I didn't over-position myself, right? I didn't invest more than 2.5%. I invested 1%. It went down. Okay, I'm down $800 or, 0.8% on my portfolio. Well, boom, I'm going to buy it right there, and it's going to come right back up. Okay, I'm hoping they don't go bankrupt. I mean, everything I hear about this company is good things. They haven't found a way to be profitable, just pretty much like every other EV company out there. I don't even think Tesla's profitable right now. Okay, when you look at the books. But again, if this is the direction we're going, if we're going to electric cars, which I don't necessarily believe that, but I think someone will either come buy them out or I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest with you. I don't know a lot about it. Just know, right, I wasn't nervous about this position at all because my position size was so small. Okay, so again, the only 2 times you're going to get anxiety about positions is A, you don't know what you're buying, you don't understand it, or B, you're too over positioned. You have too much money into it. Okay, those are the only 2 times you get anxiety about positions, in my opinion, at least for me. So, yeah, CNDS. Or CDNS. Yeah, so I'd be looking to take profits on this one probably here pretty soon. Bitcoin hit 65. Let's go, baby. Ooh, ooh. Oh, man, it's creeping up, dude. It's got that weekly dot there. Bada bing, bada boom, dude. 2 signals, one in March, one in February. So I see a lot of people in my comments saying, oh, you called the dot out back here. Yeah, I did. And it's still at the same price, guys. It's still sitting at the same price. Like we haven't moved, right? We're going sideways. We haven't gone down, right? We went up for a little bit, and then we pulled back down to the same price we got the signal. So when you get 2 signals at the same price, that's a really good sign, right? And again, as long as Bitcoin holds on to that low right there at 57, we're fully bullish, baby. But breaking over 65, that's a big resistance level. That's really good to see. HUBS. Yeah, there's so much disbelief. Every time we get a rally, I mean, everyone's just like, oh, no, it's not going to happen. Like, that's part of the phase, dude. That's part of the what the market makers want you to think. They want you to think we're never going back up. It's just going to go to 0. Oh, it's just another rally. It's just another 5% rally. And then pretty soon, right, then you get this, look at ETH, dude. Ooh, ETH's breaking over the EMA ribbon, baby. Holy smokes, dude. They ain't ready, folks. They ain't ready for this bull run. I said on Twitter today, this is going to be the most hated crypto altcoin season in history because everybody's offsides. I mean, I follow quite a few crypto influencers, and there is only one other person besides me that I have seen maintain a bullish bias over the last couple of months. One person. Okay, everybody else is bearish. So all these people on Twitter are intaking all this information from these quote-unquote influencers. Okay, they're telling, oh, it's going lower. It's going to be October. It's going to be 5. Bitcoin's going to 35,000. Can it happen? Yes, but can it not happen also? Yes. It doesn't pay to be a perma bull or a perma bear. right? And yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys took profits with us back here in August. I mean, yeah, we did start entering right here in February, entered a little bit right here in November, but at least we weren't buying up here, right, at 5,000. Okay, because again, if ETH goes back up here to 5,000, you're not going to care if you bought right here at 2,700 or down here at 1,800. Okay, because you're going to be making money regardless. You're going to be up 100% from here and 200% from here. So the goal is the dollar cost average. You could have bought here in December, bought here in March, and bought here again in June. Okay. Again, we should be constantly investing. We're not just investing one time. It's like you go to work, you get a paycheck, you take 10% or 15% or however much you want to take, and you invest it into the market. Okay. And you want to buy assets that are down here. Good quality assets, great assets at great prices. That is our goal here, folks. Great assets at great prices. I see one here for Hubs, HUBS. Breaking out. I like Hubs here. Hubs looks good over 170. That previous low right there. That one's also breaking out here as well. It's got the monthly alert. Everything looks good on Hubs. I'd be a buyer. FLR. FLR's got the green monthly popping back up. That looks good. I'd be a buyer of FLR here as well. Again, brutal year for that one since September. If you didn't take profits up here, 10 months of just going down. So now we're at the bottom. Okay, looking to form a bottom here. You got the green monthly. Yeah, I'd be a buyer of FLR here. Oh, I got the verse of the day, by the way. Slow Train was not able to be on the stream today, but he sent me the verse of the day here through an email. Email is going to be Ecclesiastes 7:8. It says, "The end of the matter is better than its beginning, and patience is better than pride." Okay, so a proud person says, "I want it now." A patient person says, "I can wait." Patience is an expression of humility, something the world needs more of. Okay, how can we be more patient? We can apply the LDD method. We can come up with a plan. We could stick to the plan. Okay, we cannot sway from the plan when times get hard. Okay, when things are going against us. Okay, patience pays in the markets, folks. Everybody wants to get rich quick. Okay, everybody wants to get rich quick. This is not a get rich quick strategy. Look at ETH taking off here, folks. We're going to break 1,900 tonight. Okay, the bears are in shambles right now, folks. They're running for the hills. Okay, they're tucking their tails and they're running back into the cave. Okay, I love it, man. So whether in life or in trading, the person who will insist on immediate results is often driven by pride. Okay, the person who is willing to wait, the person that is willing to wait, okay, is influenced by wisdom, humility, and patience. That's what we want to practice here, right? Those are all biblical. Character traits, right? Wisdom, humility, patience, right? We practice all those things here at Overkill Trading, folks. We are rooted. Wow, ETH's gonna break 1,900 here right on the live. Okay, guys, smash the like. Let's see if we can get Ethereum over 1,900 here on the stream. Smash the like, smash the like, smash the like. We need $5 more, $6 more to break 1,900 here on ETH. That thing is ripping, dude. Ripping. Patience pays. Absolutely. Yeah, the Clarity Act passing, I don't think that really matters, dude. I mean, we haven't had a Clarity Act. We didn't have a Clarity Act here when we went from 1,500 to 5,000. We didn't have a Clarity Act back here when we went from 900 up to 4,000. We didn't have a Clarity Act here back in 2020 when we went from 100 all the way up to 5,000. So all that's just noise, right? Headlines, headlines, headlines. And again, those influencers, they're talking about the headlines. It's like, why are you investing on headlines, right? If you're investing on headlines, you're buying up here. Because you guys show me the chart. If you just look at the chart, I could tell you what the news says, right? Up here, the news is exciting. This is crypto's the next thing. It's the biggest thing in the world. It's going to be great. It's going to 10,000 by the end of the year, and right? It's never going down. That's the news up here. Down here, the news is always going to be negative, right? Down here, back in 2025, it was all about tariffs, right? Everyone was scared about Trump putting tariffs on China. It was going to wreck the economy, and it was all going to go to zero, and we're all screwed, and everything's just going to blow up. What happened? Boop, green dot. Okay, let's go. Boom. 5 months of just ripping face. So when everyone else is scared, when everyone else is running, when everyone else is crying about the Clarity Act not passing, that's when we want to buy. I know it's not an easy thing to do, guys. If this was easy, okay, if this was easy, everybody would be doing it. Literally, everyone, right? It's not easy to be an investor. It's not easy to blank out the noise. And just like how it's hard to buy down here because you're scared, right? Because you're looking at the headlines and you're reading the news and you're seeing what all the influencers with all these followers are saying, and they must be right because they have 1 million followers online and what they say must be correct. And right? Folks, it doesn't matter. Like I said, you show me the chart. I'll tell you, the news is terrible down here, right? Back here in March, what were we doing? World War III, right? What do we got now? World War III. Trump's bombing Iran. It's all going to zero. Oil's doing this. Oil's doing that. All blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter, dude. The news does not matter. It doesn't affect, right? Same thing. Let's just go back to COVID. What happened in COVID? COVID-19. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum went all the way down here to $100. Went from 300 down to $100. Oh my God, COVID's going to kill everybody. We're all dead. RIP. I mean, you can't make it up, right? The scariest times are the best times to buy. You don't make money buying in bull markets. You don't. You don't. You make money buying when everyone else is scared, when everyone else is running for the door, when everyone else is fearful. Does that make sense? And just how it's hard to buy when things are bad, it's hard to sell when things are good. Does that make sense? Because you're just like, oh, but what if it keeps going? What if it keeps going up? What if it never stops? Right? That's greed. Okay? And guess what? That's why we use technical analysis. That's why we use the signals. That's why we use EMAs. Because it tells us, right? It doesn't matter what we think's going to happen. It doesn't matter. We have a plan and we stick to it. Genius Act is passed. Is that what happened? Clarity even passed? Oh, the Genius Act is different. Yeah. Jeff says, who cares if Clarity doesn't pass? We have Overkill of the indicator. Jeff, you're my dog. I love that, dude. And again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to present information. I can tell you by looking at the data right now that Ethereum, okay, is trading, well, now it's 23%, but since the last couple of weeks, I've been telling you, hey, it's trading at a 40% discount. 40, if you're looking at the 4-year average, right? The blue line is the 4-year average. You can't make that up, right? It's a 200 EMA on a weekly chart. That's the average price over 200 weeks. Okay, there's 208 weeks in a 4-year span. So, okay, there's a little bit of leeway there. But again, I know for a fact, based on the information, based on the data, that Ethereum at the current price is trading at a 22% discount. So again, that's like going to Costco and there's a sign outside that says 22% off everything. And realistically, retail traders are running out of the door. They're like, oh my gosh, a 20 to 30% discount. I am leaving the store. I'm leaving my cart right here and I'm exiting. I'm out. This is just, no, it's too good. It's too cheap. That's what's happening, guys. I mean, picture that in your head. You got a big sale. They got a big sign outside their door. It just says 40% off of everything. And everyone, you pull up to Costco and everyone's just rushing out of the store. They're running over each other, right? They're hitting each other with the cars because they just can't take it. It's too good. Right? But up here at 5,000, hey, Overkill, is it too late to buy Ethereum? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say by the end of the year, probably by 2027. And again, I don't have a magic crystal ball to tell us when this is going to be back up here. Normally it takes about 1 to 6 months. Okay. We have obviously had a very extended, again, this has been the worst bear market in history for crypto, literally the worst bear market in history. So it's been a little more extended. So we've had to be a little more patient than 6 months. Okay. Because this came back here in February or March. So that means April, May, June, July. We're 4 months into it right now. And we're technically at break even. Okay, if you bought this signal right here. So again, nothing is 100%, but typical time frame is 1 to 6 months for this to happen, right? September to March, September to December, April to August, okay? Typically 1 to 6 months is what we see. So just remember that, okay? Just remember that. And again, I'm just here to present the information, guys. I'm not here to tell you what to buy, when to buy. I'm just here to show you what the data says and to answer your guys' questions because I've been doing this for 10 years now. Okay, and I've seen so many people get wrecked because they listen to the headlines, they listen to the news, they listen to the influencers, okay, online that just don't have any idea what they're talking about. All they have to say is, we're going lower, and they're not giving us any reason why. And none of them will have short positions. They're just doing it for clicks, right? If you really think it's going down, you would have a short position on, right? You should not have an opinion on the market unless you're in the market, right? If you really think Bitcoin's going to 40K, you should have all your money on a short position on Bitcoin right now. Okay? If you don't sit here and tell me you're bearish. Okay? You can't have an opinion. I mean, you could have an opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you really know what you're doing, you would put your money where your mouth is. Okay? I am fully bullish. You guys see my portfolio right here. I mean, I've been buying the crap out of stuff since February, March, right? I've been just holding. And again, none of these names have gone anywhere since I've started buying, but I'm okay with it, right? A lot of them are just going sideways. I'm down on most of my positions, but I don't care because I believe in crypto long term. If I have to wait 5 years, I'll wait 5 years. You know, I ain't going to get the 100, 200, 300, 10x trades buying real estate or trading Pokemon cards. Come on now. We're very early in crypto, guys. I don't think a lot of people can really grasp when I say that or when I talk about this. And I have the perfect graph to show you. I mean, let me just see if I can pull it up here. I mean, I'll show you how early we are in crypto, guys. I mean, we are so early, it's not even freaking funny. Here's what I'm talking about, okay? This is the total value by asset class, okay? So in global real estate right now, there's $435 trillion locked up in value, right? That's cash. Global bonds is 155 trillion. Global stocks is 130 trillion. M2 money supply, which is just cash sitting on the sideline, is at 105 trillion. Okay, and this was back in May, so it might be different now. And gold's 37 trillion. Look at cryptocurrency, right? So if you add up Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, USD, USDC, you add everything up, add it all up and put it in one pile, we're at 2.7 trillion. So don't you think over the next 5 to 10 years, that money from this and this and this and this and maybe this is going to rotate into this? And when that happens, what's this number going to do? This number is going to go up. And then what's that going to do to prices of these assets? They're going to go up. So if you're stuck thinking about what the price is going to do tomorrow or next week, I encourage you to think 5 years out from now. Okay, is this number going to be higher or is it going to be lower? Okay, I mean, I'll go off on a limb. If I had to bet my entire life savings and everything that I own on it, I would say it's going to be higher. Okay, because all it's going to take is a little bit of a pump, right? The little bit of a pump we're even getting today to get people excited again. But wait till these things start going up 20%, 30%, 50% daily. Okay, that's when I want to say this politely, but the sheeple, right? They'll be piling in up here, right? When we're up here. This is when all the retail investors, all those influencers that are bearish right now, they're going to get bullish. Okay, and then everyone's going to be buying. And what are we going to be doing? We're going to be selling. Okay, because we were buying down here when no one else was, when everyone else was scared and panicking. So, food for thought, guys. I'm going to leave it there at that. We'll pick up again tomorrow on these requests. I think we left off today right here. So we'll pick up at Oracle tomorrow. We'll be back same time. Guys, I'm going to move to 2:30 on these streams just because I have something I need to do. I got my workout. I joined the gym, so my class is to 1:30. So I'll be back a little later. I just need to eat after I work out, and then I'll be on these streams. But 2:30, 3 o'clock is going to be the live stream time now. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. God bless you. We'll see you then. If you guys need me, hit me up over here inside the Discord. Again, check out that free course. If you guys are new, it's completely free. Discord links down in the description. Again, if you want the indicators that we used and talked about here today, you guys can download those right here in the Discord as well. If you have any questions, hit me up over here inside the support chat. God bless you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.